There's something sacred about watching a problem get solved in real time, and not by a government, not by a UN envoy, not by another World Bank meeting held at a resort far away from the village it's meant to serve, but by us, by the people, by somebody who said, "This is enough, we're not waiting anymore." Let me tell you about the electric bicycle. Yes, the e-bike. You've probably seen them zipping around downtown New York or Toronto. Some food delivery guy blowing through traffic like he's racing the clock. And maybe you laughed because it looked like a toy, because it looked weak, because it looked like a poor man's motorcycle. But I want you to look again, because that little two-wheeled machine, powered by a battery and a dream, might just be Africa's most powerful investment tool. Not because it's fast, not because it's trendy, but because in the right hands, on the right road, it becomes something else entirely. It becomes a community ambulance. It becomes a school bus. It becomes a last-minute delivery van. It becomes a maternal care shuttle. And it becomes a mobile business on wheels. Let me paint you a picture. There's a village somewhere in Africa. A mother is pregnant and needs to get to the health center 8 kilometers away. There's no ambulance, there's no fuel, and there's no car. But there's a boy, maybe 17, who owns an e-bike with a small rear trailer. He built it himself from a kit that cost less than $500. He charges his bike using a solar panel by the trading center. So he takes her. She delivers safely, he earns a fee, and the community sees his value. Now, I want you to multiply him by 10. Now, imagine that bike doing medicine delivery. Imagine that bike helping elders get to appointments. Imagine a group of diaspora investors putting in $10,000 to set up a solar-charged e-bike hub in every sub-county. And now, I want you to imagine that we don't need to imagine anymore. The West uses e-bikes to reduce carbon footprints. We will use them to save actual lives. The West uses them to escape traffic. We will use them to escape poverty. The West uses them to look trendy. We will use them to build transport systems in places Google Maps hasn't updated since 2006. While everyone else is buying crypto and stock in companies they don't control, you could own a fleet of 50 e-bike stations across rural districts. You could lease them to youth cooperatives. You could build a rural Uber Eats delivering farm goods to market. You could set up repair and solar swap centers that are run by locals. And you could use one e-bike to reach 200 households with health services. And you don't need $1 million. You need courage, a community, and a plan. And lucky for you, we're building all three. Now let me be clear. This isn't about romanticizing village life. This is about dignity, about options, about saying never again will a mother die on the road because there was no ride. Never again will our farmers rot with crops while the market is only 10 kilometers away. And never again will a student skip school because the walk is too far. This isn't about the bike. This is about power on wheels. Mobility equals freedom. Mobility equals income. And mobility equals survival. So what's the plan? Let's work on a pilot. A fleet of 25 solar-powered e-bikes deployed in one rural region, and each bike comes with a trailer for goods or a rear seat for passengers. Each bike has a solar battery swap system. Each bike is operated by youth cooperatives trained in maintenance and business. And each bike can be owned via lease-to-own models with 0% interest backed by diaspora investors. You can sponsor a bike, you can fund a hub, and you can own part of a functional transport network. We don't need to copy Western transport models that never worked in the bush anyway. And we don't need another NGO report to tell us what's wrong. We already know what's wrong. We need to build. So don't look at that e-bike and laugh. I want you to look at it and see a delivery van, a mobile clinic, a ride to school, a ride to safety, and a ride to freedom. Because the future we were promised is not in the clouds. It's right here, on the ground, and it rides on two wheels. Let's move.